What's up, YouTube world? Thank you for returning and joining my Cowboys family for another 45 to 60-minute episode, or so, what do we want to call it? Update show of today's news for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm going to just check the audio as usual. Been having problems in the past, so I just want to make sure this sounds good to you guys out there. Let me know, comment. Um, looks good, sounds good on my side. So guys, I'm going to start this up in a minute or so, or in seconds. So as I see another person or two comment, I will start this up for today's Cowboy news. So let's see here, guys. I am currently watching the Dolphins just kicking the extra point right now, making it 21-14 against the Eagles, our wonderful enemies. Let's see here, guys. So I see a couple guys on here. Hey, Purple Gaming, how you doing? Shout out to you. Zero God Loading. Hey, what's up? Are you a new guy or just visiting for coming back and seeing our our videos here, our daily videos? Either way, Zero God Loading. Hit subscribe, hit like if you like the video, and we're gonna kick this off right now. Like I said, I just saw the Dolphins score. Looks like the tight end Julius Thomas just scored. If you guys remember him, and from Cutler. And it is 21-14 Dolphins. Just preseason, guys. Let's kick up about Cowboy news. All right, our preseason game coming up with Mr. Ezekiel Elliott. There's a really good chance, if not almost 100%, that he's going to play kind of like the way he played last year in preseason against the Seahawks. I think it was our third game when Romo got hurt. That's the way that they're going to play him on Saturday. It's already been verified. The coaches have, have already announced that and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have announced that the what is that? I'm never. Oh, okay. Oh, it's good that you're back, bro. At least I know you are. So yeah, I mean, right now Zeke is going to be. Looks like Zeke's going to be playing this weekend. He's going to probably get about same as last year. Figure between 10, as little as 10, as many as 14 snaps. Not necessarily he's not going to carry the ball 14 times, but he'll be in for 10 to 14 plays. You're looking at about 2, maybe 3 possessions at most. It'll be nice to just see him out there and see him with the first team, with the offensive line and the whole 9 yards, and see what we're gonna get whenever he ends up coming back, whether it's 2 games, 4 games, or 6. So that's the first part of that, the Zeke situation. Now, guys, I want to touch base on something that happened yesterday in practice. We had Chaz Green yesterday. I know he was out 2 days ago when he got cramps. He was back yesterday playing left tackle, which is behind Tyron Smith's spot. He's basically playing as his backup in case Tyron Smith's back acts up. And again, we can't count on Chaz Green being healthy. Remember, guys, he always seems injured. So yesterday he did not look good as the backup left tackle. He didn't play very well in the one-on-ones. So on the same token, Taco Charlton, he looked really good at defensive end on the one-on-ones. So just as a little recap from yesterday, I kind of didn't really touch too much on that last night, but definitely wanted to go over that now. Now, I just wanted to give everybody a reminder that our final cuts for hey, Kevin Booth, what's up? Yeah, guys. So final cuts, guys. There's only one final cut this season. It goes from 90 to 53, and basically it happens. I think September. I'm not sure if the 2nd or the 4th. I don't know. One of those days is the final cut. I think the 4th. So it's going to be fun to see what happens as far as all these players being released in the NFL. So yeah, it looks like, oh, I'm sorry, Saturday, September 2nd is the cut down day. So guys, that's going to be that's also the day of our draft here for the Fantasy Football 20-team league. And again, if you guys want to join, there's 4 spots open. Just follow the link in the description. It's just for fun. There's beginners and there's rookies, and then there's also experts and guys that play this all the time. So just for fun, guys, enjoy it. If you want to join it, check the link in the description below. Now, so that's why I want to discuss the final cuts, which are Saturday, September 2nd. Now, guys, today in practice, first let me touch on the Dez situation, because Dez Bryant, let me see here. It's the 2nd. Yeah, it's September 2nd. Thank you, Kevin Booth. And if you haven't signed in, if you haven't joined or subscribed or liked the video, please do, so you can catch our live streams pretty much daily right now. But definitely our game day live streams. Again, Saturday, 8 p.m., Raiders and Cowboys. It's the dress rehearsal. It's going to be fun. Hey, what's up, Wolf Rider? Thank you for being there. Both you and Purple Gaming are the mods, so I appreciate any help. Right now, it just is a slow warm-up, guys. I'm doing this earlier today. I'm trying to get into a pattern of getting this done earlier, especially as the practices are over now today's practice was over in the afternoon. Usually it'll be over by 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now, guys, Des, he was speaking about, he was asked multiple questions. What's up, Manuel Corona? What up? Des Bryant was asked multiple questions in the last couple of days about the national anthem debate. What's up, DC Farrell? Can't wait for the game. I know, me neither. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, like and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. But let me get to the news about Des. Of course, you guys have heard about the back and forth about the pressure they're trying to put, the media is really trying to put on Des to answer the question about, you know, standing or sitting for the national anthem. He just wants to keep it to himself, private, and people kind of forcing him to, like, give an answer. He doesn't have to give an answer, guys. First Amendment goes both ways, and, you know, who cares, really? It's just his views in there, and he wants to keep them private, so let him have that. He also had a little Twitter war today with Jameel Hill from ESPN, as I'm sure you've all heard. It's so silly, guys. Blaze Pizza and the tipping situation. I mean, I don't even got any touch on that because honestly, it's just fodder for the rumor mill and for the National Enquirer type news outlets. So, whatever. Who cares? Let's focus on the more important things. Now, you guys know David Irving is going to be suspended for 4 games. This morning, there was reports that he had basically been violated his 4-game suspension because he never went to any of these counselor meetings or something like this. So now for his suspension, there was no requirement for that. He didn't have to go. And quickly in the morning after the NFL kind of leaked that information. They recounted and said it was their error. He's not going to suspend it anymore. So guys, you know, if you guys have heard this and didn't know what happened, no big deal. He's going to be suspended 4 games still, and they're not going to increase it for missing any kind of counseling sessions or therapist sessions. So I'm going to say, hey, Frankie G, what's up? I have been watching the game. 21-14, guys. He looks like he got burned a couple times. Noah Hernandez, Eagles DBs look like, yeah, exactly. Manuel Corona, Des is doing the right thing. Well, hey, listen, again, it's his choice. He is doing the smart thing when it comes to your career, I guess. But at the same time, if he decides to sit one day or another player decides to sit, guys, it's their First Amendment right. You know, whether you like it or I like it or we don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's their choice, and there's nothing in the bylaws of the NFL's collective bargaining agreement that bans them or prohibits them or can get them fined or kicked off a team for that reason specifically. So, you know, again, I like the fact that he's keeping it private. It's his choice, and everybody has the right. Like you want to sit or kneel, you have that right, and you want to give out your opinions about that situation. Des Bryant has that right as well. What's up, Amy Can Fly? How you doing? Another modder on here for me. Thank you, everybody. So now let me go. Okay, so we talked about the Des thing. I mean, it's just silly. Now, David Irving, going back on that, he's cleared. He's going to be suspended 4 games. The word this morning was that it was going to be more games added onto those 4. It's not happening, guys, so don't worry about that. Let me see here. Jay Mayer, how you doing? How do you feel about Tony Romo naming his newborn son Jones McCoy? It's just funny. I was thinking maybe Byron Jones rubbed off on him a little bit in the last couple of years. Hey, what's up, Cowboys abroad? Good to see you all the way from the other side of the world, man. I appreciate it. We just went over some basic stuff from yesterday's practice and just the Dez stuff and the David Irving stuff. You guys can go back and check on that. Let me get to the meat of the stuff here, which is Dak today. Okay, Jason Garrett said that he's been remarkable in the way he's prepared for this season. Mr. Dak Prescott. And that's from the coaching staff, from Jason Garrett to the top down. You know, they've all seen this, the whole training camp, that he looks leaner, faster, stronger, smarter. Guys, I think he's going to have a fantastic season. I don't know about all the stats because we are a run-first team, so that might not change that much. But the fact that if he makes accurate passes, we're going to be unstoppable, guys. Just keep that in mind. Now, I will say today's practice, okay, first off, let me go through this. There were no pads today, guys, in practice. They had a non-pad practice today. So, you know, everybody pretty much was there today. The people that were not, I'm going to go through the list with you guys, all right? Rico Gathers, out. Concussion, of course. Keith Smith, our fullback, number 41. He's also out with a knee soreness. He's not going to play this weekend. Neither is neither is Rico. God, I'm getting confused today, guys. Rico's not playing this weekend. Keith Smith's not playing this weekend, but they also didn't practice again today, even in the non-padded practices. Unfortunately, Jordan Lewis, our rookie cornerback, who I think is going to be our top slot guy eventually this season, but he hasn't gotten on the field yet. Still injured with his hamstring. Still not practicing. Probably not going to play. Same thing with Chidobe Awuzie, Cheeto. Number 33, our rookie cornerback / possible safety / possible linebacker in a dime package of some sort. He's also did not practice mainly because of his hamstring, but he also injured his ankle a couple weeks ago, and that's still giving him a little bit of problem. So he was out. Charles Tapper has a neck issue. Same thing as yesterday. He was missed yesterday, missed today again. Lenny Jones, number 56, who's fighting for a spot on the defensive line. He was out today. He's going to be one of these borderline bubble players that might make the practice squad. Tyrone Crawford, of course, he's still out as scheduled. And Leon McFadden, who is fighting for a cornerback position for our depth, he was also out. I think he's missed his entire week. So number 23, Leon McFadden, he's been out as well. Now, I will say Sean Lee was there today. He's definitely announced that he's going to be playing this weekend's game against the Raiders. His first action on the field this entire season, preseason. So it's going to be good to see number 50 out there, Sean Lee. Jalen Smith's going to be there again this week. They actually said that, let me just go over this real quick, guys. Jalen Smith will play at least as much as he did in the Colts game. So we saw him for a good quarter and a half. He'll probably play close to halftime this game. So that's going to be great to see against a tough Raiders offense. Sticking with the defense, Xavier Woods, he was back in practice today. But the whole team wasn't in pads. And, so he was with practice with them. He seems like the next one up that's going to be kind of clearing, kind of getting into practice more often, maybe getting into the game. If anything, he might have a better chance than the other two rookie cornerbacks. Him at safety, Xavier Woods probably going to be able to maybe have a chance to get in the game against the Raiders. We hope to see him out there, and we hope he's okay. He's also battling hamstring issues. Anthony Brown, who was dealing with hamstring issues, number 30, he was injured in the Cardinals game. He was there in practice yesterday. He did very well today again in practice. He was out there with Justin Durant, with Lee, with Jalen Smith. The defensive starting team was all out there. By the way, guys, our starting defensive line has been the same pretty much the last 2 weeks or so. And again, whether or not you see them all there playing this weekend, it's irrelevant. These are the starters, and they've been the starter for the last 2 weeks. Defensive ends, you're going to have DeMarcus Lawrence. You're going to have Benson Mayowa. That's almost for sure, guys, which I like that. I like that starting. It's going to be rotational, guys. You're going to see Taco. You're going to see a lot of the other players in there, but this is our starting rotational, our starting unit, and with the rotational guys coming in to relieve them. But we're going to have at the defensive tackles, we're going to have Stephen Paya, which, again, he's one of my favorites. Watch for him, number 55. And defensive tackle, the other guy, number 96, Malik Collins. Of course, another guy who's, even Travis Frederick has been talking about Malik Collins, how dominant he's looking in practice, guys. It's a good sign to see one of the best centers in the league, if not the best center in the league, seeing these things from Malik Collins. So we have Malik Collins in the middle. We're going to have Stephen Paya next to him. We're going to have, Cedric Thornton. We're going to have Tyrone Crawford eventually come back. We're going to have David Irving. We're going to have Taco. They all can play that middle defensive tackle area or the nose tackle. Guys, we have a good inside defensive run-stopping defense, the defensive line, and we're going to also be able to create some pressure, definitely from the middle, I think, this season with those 3 or 4 guys I just mentioned. So let me go through some of these questions, guys. I'm sorry I've been kind of reading all of the updates for today. By the way, guys, there's about 11 or 12 of you in here. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't yet. I appreciate all you guys' views and just listening, keep getting caught up on Cowboy news through here. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Noah Hernandez, who cares? Not our problem anymore. Exactly right. What's up, Dallas Cowboy football news? How you doing? Nice to see you here. Cowboys abroad. Irving needs to stop tripping and do his counseling like he's required. I don't think he was required. That's the thing. I think it was an optional thing. And the NFL, and again, responding to Cowboys abroad, I think that he didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't supposed to see. I think it was an optional thing. The NFL thought it was something he had to do, a requirement, and they just got mixed up. So that's been resolved. Don't worry, guys. He's just missing the 4 games he's supposed to be missing in the first place. I put a fork in Charles Tapper. He needs to go. Dallas Cowboys football news. Again, 2 days he's missed. He's been showing pretty well at practice. So when he's been in there, but again, he's one of those guys still kind of like that, Chaz Green style, where he's always injured. So we need to get Tapper out there, but I don't see him playing this weekend. At least 12 snaps for Smith for sure. Dallas Cowboys football news. I mean, you're gonna see Zeke. You're going to see Zeke and Jalen Smith in there for at least 12 snaps, I think. You're going to see 12 to 14 from both those guys. Probably more from Jalen Smith, which would be nice to see. Manuel Corona says, this game should be a good one, mostly because Raider fans treat it like the Super Bowl every time we play them. I know that's true, right? Listen, guys, they do have a good team this year. It's going to be a good test to do our dress rehearsal game. I'm glad we get a good team, a good Super Bowl tested or quality team for this season like the Raiders. They're going to play their starters probably to halftime, so it's going to be a good test for our defense. And our offense is going to be tested as well because they have a decent defense as well, guys. Cowboys abroad. I think we're too deep at running back. Does Keith Smith's injury jeopardize him making the team? No. He's the fullback guy, number 41. He's a main blocker for Zeke and all of his, his big runs. If you watch some of the video, you'll see he actually, helps so much back there. He's kind of like a Moose Johnson to Emmitt Smith back in the 90s. So, as far as that's concerned, Cowboys abroad, Keith Smith is on the team. That's why they're probably taking it easy with him too, because they might try to see if Rod Smith can play that position. He's kind of a backup fullback. They might see, if they could add another versatile use to him, aside from special teams, aside from, of course, playing, third string running back or so, aside from him catching the ball at the backfield and blocking. They're going to try to see if he can get out there and do the fullback position rather than just a halfback spot. So I look for that this weekend as well without Keith Smith in there. And it's interesting to see who they use. Sometimes they can use another tight end, like Witten sometimes, or Hannah can be used as a fullback, from the tight end position and move him back into the backfield. So it'll be interesting to see what the Cowboys do without Keith Smith. Dallas DC4L. Can't wait to see all the faders in the regular season as well. Yeah, I know that's going to be a big game. Them and the Seahawks, I think they're in December, so it's going to be interesting and hard-fought battles, bro. Cowboys abroad. Who starts in Nolan Carroll's place when he's suspended? Well, I discussed this yesterday. Without Nolan Carroll, they actually had Sean Seamster in there. But I don't think he'll be in there. I don't think he's going to make the team. So I'm gonna say you're going to probably see someone like Skandrick on one side, Anthony Brown on the other side, or Skandrick in the slot, let's say, as a starters. And then when they get the other guy in, they'll probably bring in someone like Chidobe Awuzie to get either the slot or the corner, and let Skandrick get the slot or the corner. One of those two guys will be in there. Anthony Brown get the other side. That's the preliminary, my guess, kind of situation. We're going to see if these guys are even going to be available for the regular season, especially someone like Jordan Lewis, who I think would play slot more often. And unfortunately, he hasn't been out there not for one game yet. He's been out there for 2 or 3 practices with a hit. Not enough yet from him. And, he might start the season on injured reserve, guys, which would be a shame. I'm looking here at the score of the Miami-Philly thing. I think just looks like Matt Moore, an old Cowboy quarterback, if you guys remember him. He's the backup for the Dolphins, and he just threw a pick against the Eagles, and they ran it back a decent way. It was a horrible pass, it looks like here. So I just wanted to stop. Just horrible. In the end zone. And then Watkins, number 26 from the Eagles, just picked it off and started running it back. So, guys, this is the Matt Moore. I guess we could say we're happy right now he's not a Cowboy. Let's see here, guys. I'll answer a couple more and then go back to the info. Let's see who starts. Okay, and Cowboys abroad, I like the Marcus Lawrence. Yeah, guys, he's had a couple good practices these last couple days. He looks like he's on a man on a mission, and I am looking forward to see how number 90 plays against the Raiders this week. And I think the whole defensive line, I think most of our linebackers, Jalen Smith's going to probably be playing some. Damian Wilson's going to be playing some. I think all our starting guys are going to be there that you're going to see week 1 on defense. So keep an eye out there. Except for Chidobe Awuzie or Jordan Lewis, if they somehow get some more playing time next week and can be players that will be on the active roster in week 1, those guys probably not going to be in this game like they won't be in week 1 as well. So we have to kind of wait and see how that's going to transpire. Now I've been talking a lot about the defense, guys. I think I pretty much did everything there. I will say that. Now let's jump to the offense, guys. Today's practice, the first team offense, guys. First team offense led by Dak with Zeke in there taking more first team reps. Dez, Witten, the whole crew. They got to the goal line and they got stopped today. Basically, Dak and Travis Frederick had a communication issue on the goal line, and the play kind of went south. Then, because of that, I guess Jason Garrett or the offensive coordinator decided to bench the entire first team, put in the second team with led by today it was Cooper Rush, guys. This is good news. Cooper Rush got a lot of second team reps today, which is good news. Second team came in there with McFadden as the running back, and then McFadden fumbled on the goal line. So just letting you guys know, keeping you guys abreast of the situation with our depth. But that wasn't a good start. Anyways, on that same back and forth kind of little mini scrimmage they had between the offense and defense, when the first team came back out, played much better. They actually ended up winning the little mini scrimmage, 24-23, with Dame Bailey's 50-yard field goal basically at the gun. At the end of the game, at the end of their little mini scrimmage, on the last play, he kicked the field goal. I think it was probably 23-21 or something like that, and he hit the field goal to win their little scrimmage game. Just wanted to give you guys, they definitely did bounce back, but I did read that on that last winning kick, field goal by Bailey, on that drive, Anthony Brown actually was called for a flag for interference on Dez, and it was called. Supposedly it was questionable. Looking at it, it looked like he shouldn't. Maybe that wouldn't be called every single time. So it looks like the offense got a little help from that call, and gave him the chance to win the game with the field goal, which they did with Bailey. Of course, he's all hail. He's great, so he's not going to miss. Now, guys, I'm going to jump to Ryan Switzer, guys, our other rookie on offense. Good news is he was at the practice today. He was doing punt returns. He was being much more active with the first team. I think he was playing with a lot of second team as well. this with Cooper Rush. So guys, you might again. He was supposedly definitely not going to make this game this weekend against the Raiders. I don't know. I'm still hopeful that we're going to see him. I still heard that he's not going to make it, so probably don't expect him. But we all are hoping for it. And that we're all hoping that we see him out there returning punts at least, maybe working a little bit with Cooper Rush and the second stringers, the backups, in there against the Raiders in the third quarter. We shall see. Now, offensively, guys, Chaz Green and Jonathan Cooper battling for that left guard spot. Even though yesterday Chaz Green was working at the left tackle behind Tyron Smith, today Tyron Smith was back, and they moved Chaz Green. Actually got a lot of reps today at the left guard spot, putting Jonathan Cooper kind of like as the backup center / swing guard. So, guys, it's interesting to see what the Cowboys are trying to do. They're really not 100% sold yet on Cooper. That's what it means to me. And it seems like this week's game, and maybe even the last one against Houston, they're going to definitely still run a full squad out there, all the starters, to see if Cooper's going to win that position from Green. If Green can hold it down, we're going to see what happens in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, to see who wins that left guard position. Obviously, it's far from over. So let's keep an eye on that. Didn't want to say that, Dak did throw an interception. I think I mentioned that. But he threw an interception today in practice, even though he's looking great. He took a chance. He was trying to be a little bit bold and throwing the double coverage against Dez. Byron Jones, number 31, guys. I'm telling you, he's going to be a team leader in the backfield this season. He's going to be, I think he might be a Pro Bowler if our defense can be, 14th or 15th ranked and higher. So keep that in mind, guys. I look forward to seeing Byron Jones really shine this season. Now, let me go check a couple things here, guys. Seamster is a scrub, Cowboys abroad. Wouldn't even put him on the practice squad. I agree. He probably won't make it. There's not enough guys to make it. I think Skipper will make it. I think that maybe one of the receivers, like an Andy Jones or something, might make it, or B. Brown, he might make it. But who goes if keeps Kevin Smith? Like I said, guys, I think they're going to trade Morris. In my opinion, they're going to probably trade Morris. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just checking one thing here. All right, guys, just in case you haven't, I just checked to see. I see. Hey, what's up, Eagle fan? I just saw your Eagles tied up, 21-21. Guys, hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm just finishing up this Cowboy news. It's kind of jam-packed today with early practice. Just wanted to remind everybody who says we need a veteran QB. Right now, our veteran QB is Luke McCown. You might see him fighting it out with Kellen Moore against the Houston Texans next weekend. So keep an eye on that, just in the background. You're going to see some of Luke McCown this weekend and next weekend. Now let me see, guys. As far as like I said, Cooper Rush, Ryan Switzer played second team today, which is good to see. Moore played some second team, mainly third team today, with what's his name, with Luke McCown. So let's see here, guys. Oh yeah, I did want to make a mention about something, guys, and I'm not really sure what time it is. Yeah, okay, we got about another 30 minutes at most, I think. But I am going to get Madden 18 for the PlayStation 4. If anybody has it out there, you wanna join up with me playing online later tonight or some other time where everyone's available. My gamer tag is purple_football07, and guys, my daughter picked that name out, so don't laugh too hard. But I'll be on there, and if you see me, go ahead. I might even stream tonight if I can get my PlayStation to work, streaming through YouTube. So if that occurs, you'll see me online tonight, probably around 11 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see if we get something hooked up on there online. Let's see. Manuel Corona, Cooper Rush, can't wait to see how he does. I know, guys, and he's going to be playing. I'm hopeful he's going to be playing against better talent than he has the last couple of weeks. It's definitely going to be interesting. Let's see here. Thanks. Good answers. Back to the day job. It's daytime here. Hey, what's up? I know you're in Japan, I think, right? Represent the Cowboys out there for us, bro. Now, yeah, so I'm going to be getting Madden tonight. Well, basically in about half an hour. And again, a little side note on the Houston Texans. Jalen Strong suspended for 1 game for failing a drug test. In case you guys didn't know, he's a receiver for the Houston Texans. Decent player, suspended 1 game, failed drug test. Just giving you a quick update outside of the Cowboy world. Like I said here, 21-21 Eagles and Dolphins. It's about 7 minutes until halftime. And really, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, Xavier Woods is back in practice today. Everybody's pretty much there. Justin Durant was there. Everybody is looking good. Let me see here. This is an auction draft. This is Kevin Booth. Is this an auction draft for Yahoo? I believe PS4 gamer tag is Fierce111. I'll look for you and try to connect later tonight on with you, Kevin Booth. This is not an auction draft. This is a live draft, a snake draft. So you're going to go 1 through 20, and then the 20th pick is going to get the next pick. So they'll get bookend picks. So it'll be 20, and then 21 will be theirs, and then it goes back around, the opposite way. Then it goes that. And the first pick is going to go 40 picks after their pick. They're going to go 40 picks later. And so think about that, guys. It's going to be crazy. I've never done a 20-team league, so it should be fun, interesting. You got to get deep with these guys. You got to really know some football players and to really even have some good. By the time we're in the 4th round, we're going to be drafting a backup quarterback here and a 3rd running back there. So let's see what happens. Let's see here. Cowboys Abroad says offense is straight, no worries. Really, if left guard. Right, I agree. I think that the right tackle with La'el Collins is pretty much solidified, guys. He looks really good back there. He's continuously improving every week. So I'm not too nervous about the right tackle, but the left guard still. It looked better last week with Jonathan Cooper. We'll see how Chaz Green does against the Raiders, and then take it from there. They're gonna definitely keep pushing Chaz Green and Jonathan Cooper. Bell's hanging on by a shoestring there, so we're gonna see what happens in this battle. It's interesting, but either way, it looks like there's at least a capable guy there with Jonathan Cooper. Okay, I just joined. Okay, what's up, Kevin Booth? Cowboys Abroad, appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, we're looking fantastic, guys. Again, tomorrow, I'm going to try to see. I mean, not tomorrow, but on Saturday, I'm trying to think. Peace out. Take care, man. We'll see you on the next stream. Trying to really see who we're going to, who's going to be seen out in the field as far as offense. It's going to be our offensive line starting. The usual guys. It's going to be La'el Collins, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick. And I'm assuming it's going to be Chaz Green / Jonathan Cooper at the left guard, and then, of course, Tyron Smith. And I'm assuming that they'll probably start with Chaz Green, and then when Tyron Smith leaves, they'll move him to tackle and move Jonathan Cooper to guard. That'll be an interesting little matchup there for both those guys. Of course, Dak will be playing the starting role. Zeke supposedly playing tomorrow. Our fullback will be out, but look for Hannah to maybe take a couple snaps there. Of course, Witten will be there. Rico Gathers will not be there, guys. Keep that in mind. What's up, Cowboys legend? No, I'm just towards the end of this stream, so keep up with it. Salute. But yeah, I mean, of course, Dez will be out there. T will. You're gonna have Beasley, who's been really working a lot in the slot, and actually some of that Lance Dunbar play from last year. So, look for him to do some nice, new different things tomorrow, and in Saturday's game against the Raiders. And then we're going to see Bryce Butler, of course, hoping to see Ryan Switzer. Again, guys, he's supposed to not to play. But, again, that can change. He was out there. They did not have a padded practice today. So, again, I'm just reiterating, guys, Switzer was out there taking back punts, some second-team reps with Cooper Rush. It's going to be interesting to see if both those guys, obviously Cooper Rush will be there. But if Switzer can get out there, he'll be playing maybe a little bit with Dak. But I foresee him to play with Cooper Rush a little more often. So, by the way, Philly just scored. It looks like it's going to be 28-21. Yep, 5 minutes. So it's a high-scoring game, guys. Looks like a lot of bad defense right now. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, our offense is going to be straight tomorrow. I think we're going to be in good shape to see what most of our stars are going to bring to the table. And just it's the only rookie we wanted to see. Really, him and Switzer and Rico Gathers are the two main guys you really want to see back there. We're going to get some good looks from Darren McFadden and some of Morris. And some Rod Smith as well at running back. So, guys, our offense is set. Our defensive line, expect, like I called it already, over here, it's going to be DeMarcus Lawrence on one end, Ben Semeoa on the other end. What's up, Stronger King? Nice to see you on here. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't. When I see somebody new, I can just say that automatically, guys. So I appreciate everything. And I appreciate you guys watching and asking questions, guys. Now, on defense, it's going to be Ben Semeoa, number 93. And it's going to be DeMarcus Lawrence on the other side, number 90. We're going to have Stephen Paya in the middle, number 55. And the other side, Malik Collins, who, again, guys, number 96. He was, Travis Frederick was talking about him, how he can be one of the best nose tackles / defensive tackles in the game. So that's a good sign when one of the best in the league is giving him that kind of compliment. Let's hope it can produce on the field there. But those are our 4 starters. There's going to be a rotational look, of course, with Rod Marinelli's defense. You'll see Taco Charlton come in. You'll see, eventually you'll see Tyron Crawford in there. And, of course, you'll see David Irving tomorrow. You're going to see Cedric Thornton in there. You're going to see – now, Tapper will probably miss this game because he's having that neck issue. But usually you would see him in there. You'd see Devontae Moore. You're going to definitely see some of him, but he's suspended for 2 games. So, you're going to see these guys playing tomorrow in a rotational role. So expect them all out there tomorrow against a good front line and a team like the Raiders with their offensive power that they have. And again, dress rehearsal, guys. So we're going to get the full blast of what they have to offer. Guys, there's about 12, 13 of you guys in here. Hit like if you haven't. Hit subscribe if you haven't. You all look kind of familiar. I've seen you guys in here often, so appreciate it again for all the views and the comments. So keep a couple questions coming, and like I said, later tonight I'm going to get in Madden 18 for the PS4. I'll probably be on tonight 11 p.m. Eastern, so look for me out there. My gamer tag is purple_football07, as per my daughter gave that screen name to me, that gamer tag to me. Sean Lee will be out there this weekend. Yes, Mr. Wright. Jalen will be out there playing. Remember, guys, Sean Lee hasn't played anything so far in the preseason, so he's going to be out there tomorrow for the first time, which is a good sign. Jalen will be playing tomorrow, and what the reports are is that he's going to be playing at least as much as he did last week against the Colts. So we're looking at 12 snaps plus. So that's a good sign, guys. We're going to see a lot of Jalen Smith tomorrow, probably till half. Hillman, yeah, I just see him being cut. He'll be one of the guys cut when they do the 53. Hillman's not going to make the team. He just hasn't had enough opportunity. He hasn't really shown much as far as that Lance Dunbar role. And I think they have enough with Cole Beasley and Ryan Switzer eventually to really, if they needed somebody in that spot, I think they'd use him. In the meantime, they'll probably use a little bit of Alfred Morris back there, or even Rod Smith's not small enough to be that Lance Dunbar guy. But McFadden can still catch out the backfield. Rod Smith's getting better at that. And of course, you got Morris. And if we don't, and again, someone was asking me if we keep Keith Smith. I think we trade someone like Alfred Morris eventually, guys. There's going to be a lot of open spots with suspensions, with injuries, that we're going to have a couple extra spots open on our team to keep some of these bubble guys for at least 2, 3, 4 weeks longer. So keep that in mind, guys. No freaking out yet. So, I mean, when you add it all together, guys, you might see something like that where we're going to have, some of these bubble players that are going to eventually be cut or traded making the team because of the suspensions/injuries that we're going to have, whether it's Jordan Lewis, of course, all the Montre Moore, Irving, Damian Wilson, eventually Zeke. These guys, Nolan Carroll, this 5 or 6 spots right there opened up just like that. So I expect Noah Brown to make it, number 85. He'll probably be playing a lot tomorrow, guys. He's made some fantastic catches in the training camp the last couple of days, and of course in this preseason he's been fantastic. So watch for him, Baby Dez, to really come alive tomorrow. Continue his very good playing, along with Cooper Rush, who probably will be doing second team reps the rest of this week and in the game. He'll hopefully be playing second team. I'm actually not again. Hey, what's up, Tobias from Argentina? Good to see you back on here. I love this worldwide stream we got going on here. Manuel Corona, I knew you were a gamer, so am I. Madden player as well. Yeah, you're on the Xbox One. I used to have the Xbox 360. Used that until about 4 months ago. We got the PlayStation. It's purple_football. Yeah, it's either 7 or 07. I'm not sure. I mean, if that's what's on there, you can send me a request. It'd be purple with an R in there. Kevin Booth, just letting you know in case you guys are interested. Guys, I appreciate all the questions. I'll definitely be, look for on the stream. You'll see it pop up if you have the little icon. So if I do get online tonight and it's 11 o'clock, you'll see me on there. You'll see my username, and if you need to, I'll probably have my headset on, so I'll be talking. You can hear me in the stream as well. But I was having trouble earlier trying to set that up, so don't expect it 100%. But if you do see me online, purple_football, either 07 or 7, like Kevin Booth just posted there. But send me the friend, I guess a friend request, and I will respond and let you know if it's me or not. All right. But I'll be getting that game in about 30 minutes. So guys, let's see here. I'm actually not a gamer. Just wanted to reiterate that. Actually, my fiance is a huge gamer, especially with Pokemon stuff. She knows everything about that. So tomorrow she might be able to talk to you guys about more about that if you guys are interested. I'm more just of a Madden player, and a little bit NBA stuff on there once in a while, but mainly like GTA and Madden. What's up, 5 Rings? Nice to see you. I want to change that name of yours to 6 Rings after this season. That'd be fantastic. But so guys, yeah, Jalen Smith. I wanted to finish up. Let me round up the defense tomorrow. I think was going to be playing. I stopped at the defensive front. Our linebackers, I did mention Sean Lee's going to play tomorrow for the first time this entire preseason, which would be nice to see him on the field. Definitely Hitch is going to be out there, so 59 will be out there leading our defense. If the stream is going to be on this channel, the stream is going to be on this channel. Yes, my Cowboys family, Wolf Rider, will be on this channel displaying our comments and our reactions to the game. We cannot show the stream here because of copyright rules, and it's not an NFL network, so it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to be able to get this game. I have to stream it from another source, but I'll definitely be on there live with my fiance and her son. We're going to be definitely watching it this weekend on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Oakland Raiders at Dallas Cowboys. But no, the stream will be on this channel for the My Cowboys family, and you'd have to look for the Cowboys stream for the game, probably like on something like a Kodi. If you guys know about Kodi, Kodi, you guys can get that, and you can figure it out. You got to kind of go to YouTube and look up how to do video add-ons and get like Pro Sport or one of those video add-ons that work for Kodi. It's kind of confusing, but if you go online and you check here on YouTube and do a search, you can find out how to install it properly on your computer, and you can get the games that way. A lot of these games you can watch that are not shown on TV, so that's what we're going to try tomorrow to pull that off. Or I'm sorry, not tomorrow, but Saturday, guys. I'm getting stuck. Let me see. Okay, I had you in 6 rings. Sound better to me. Manuel Corona, hey, long shot story mode is about Dak, in my opinion. I know. I haven't played it yet, and I'm looking forward to kind of playing it. Actually, I want to let my daughter play it a little more before I do. But definitely going to put out a walkthrough on that and see what different options. I saw Shango was doing some of that yesterday. It looked kind of interesting. It's going to be one of those things it's like 3 hours, 4 hours long, the whole game / movie. It's one of those telltale kind of role-playing games. So, with some action in it and you have to control. But it looks interesting enough that it's kind of a different portion of the game. But I personally prefer the X's and O's of Madden when you play it out in the field. I just want it to be smooth. I want there to be none of these cheat plays that people use often, and we'll see how that goes. Now let's see here. The gaming stream will be on tonight, Wolf Rider. If I get it working, it'll be on tonight. But yes, it will be on this channel because it is football related. If it's any GTA stuff like that, I'll put it on another channel, or maybe not even do it at all. But if it's if it's Madden, it's gonna be on this channel, and I'll have my headset on so you guys can hear me through there. I should be able to read your guys' chats as well, so I'll be talking with you guys during the game, and but it won't be any video though. It'll just be the video game of Madden with the chat on the side, hopefully. Mr. Wright, how you doing? Nice to see you on here. Hope we sound okay. I don't think Leah's ever played in preseason. Exactly, Mr. Wright. That's what the big news. I guess he confirmed today he's going to be playing for the first time this weekend against the Raiders, so that's a good sign. He'll be out there with the starting team. Jalen Smith will probably be the backup, I'm going to assume. He was playing a lot of second team this week. Some first team, but mainly second. So it'll be linebackers. It'll be Jalen Smith. I'm sorry, rephrase. Again, guys, I'm a little off. The linebacker is going to be Sean Lee. It's going to be Anthony Hitchens. And it's going to probably be Damian Wilson, with our backups being, of course, Jalen Smith playing a good amount of snaps. And you're going to probably also see a lot of Wilbur out there. And Justin Durant might make his, his first appearance in the preseason as well. Old man Justin Durant. We shall see. Number 52. Be good to see him out there. Kevin Booth. I do not live in Texas. I live in Florida. So I'm East Coast time over here. 5 rings. We're going to have a Cowboys only hangout at 8 tonight. Oh, very cool. I'm guessing that's 9 o'clock Eastern time, right? TC Sports Zone is hosting it. Oh, that's very cool, guys. So join that if you guys want after this is over. I'm going to pretty much be closing this down in a couple of minutes. Let me just see. Yeah, about 5 minutes, guys. I'm going to shut this down. It'll be about an hour. Let's see here. Wolf Rider. Oh, okay. Yep. How about them Cowboys? How you doing? Hello. Hey, guys, just going to reiterate again. 20-team league at the bottom. You guys can join. It's only 4 teams, 4 spots open. Go ahead and follow the link, and you can join our fantasy football league. 20 teams, guys. It should be fun. So join up in that. Hit like on this video if you have not yet, and definitely hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit the little notifications so you can hear, for these streams, and also some Madden 18 streams if I can get it working tonight or tomorrow or over this weekend. So, guys, and if any more questions, I'm down to answer them. Hi, bye. Yeah, it's almost over, guys. I'm gonna check. Let me just check something here. I'm not shutting it down yet. Don't worry. But again, we got 13 people in here. Hit that like button, brothers. Steve Scoggins, what's up? Yes, I agree. Dak is going to probably play 2 quarters today. A lot of updates that you missed over there. How about them Cowboys? I definitely would check back on this stream. A lot of good information. I think that we came out from today's practice. And you're from Virginia, Kevin Booth. Good deal. We're in the same time zone. Dak and Steve Scoggins. Dak will play 2 quarters. I said he's going to play probably a half with most of the starters. Zeke will probably get about 12 to 14. Jalen Smith's supposed to be about 14 plus, I would say. You probably see Witten taken out, Tyron Smith taken out, after the first quarter, or if not even earlier than that. Switzer, I saw, he was in pad. He was not. It was no. Today's practice was no pads, guys. I'm just going to reiterate that. So nobody was in pads today, injured or not. But aside from the injuries I listed from the beginning of the stream, Xavier Woods is out there, but no pads, of course. Justin Durant was out there, of course, no pads. And we had Ryan Switzer out there returning punts, no pads. But again, that's a good sign. At least he's out there. We never know. Maybe we'll see him out there. I still expect not to see Ryan Switzer in the game on Saturday. Let's see here. Wolf Rider, I might be able to join the stream because I have school. I know. If you can't, that's okay. I don't know how the moderators go when it comes to doing the streaming through the PlayStation, but it's all good. Steve Scoggins, that's what he said. Yep, I heard the same thing. Do you play Madden Ultimate Team? I don't play MUT. Have not played it. I do want to do a 3-on-3 online. I think it's through that MUT system in Madden. So that'd be an interesting little feature if I get it working sometime tonight and get everything hooked up. Calvin Johnson Doritos giveaway. Very cool, guys. Check out How About Them Cowboys website and subscribe to him too. He's got an up and coming website with trying to get some videos out there. Very interesting stuff. So check that out, guys, if you haven't already. How About Them Cowboys site? Subscribe, like, the whole thing. Yeah, I agree. I would have to be the coach, guys, because I probably won't have many MUT players. So you have to teach me on that, Kevin Booth. Your name was Fierce111, I think, if I recall. So I'll check it later and see if you friended me. What do I think about Zeke? Okay, guys, so here's the thing about Zeke. I do want to say something. First off, here it comes. So 6 games right now. He's out 6 games as of right this moment. The appeal is August 29th, which is a Tuesday, next Tuesday, actually coming up. So keep an eye on that. It's about 6 days away for that appeal. Of course, in that appeal, it could be reversed. So they would give him back some games. It could be all the games. It could be they can give him 2 games back. They give him 4 games back. They give him 3 games back. I predict they'll probably stick hard and go with 4 games. He's probably looking more for like 2 games and an apology. That's probably his limit. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, taking the hit for the St. Patrick's Day boob gate, that stuff there is something that it's probably he's going to have to probably live with that one. That's when we have 2-game suspension. But because they try to push the fact that it was all on the domestic violence charge, it's going to be interesting to see how the NFL handles it and how Zeke responds to what their appeal decision is. So August 29th, that's going to happen. I think definitely if it does not get overturned or, then he definitely is going to take it to court and try to get an injunction, which if he does get it and it gets approved by a judge, then he'll be playing this season, probably, if not the whole season, most of it. If it gets reduced to, let's say, 4 games, he still might take it and try to put an injunction in for those 4 games, thinking that he's been treated unfairly. I think he can still bring it to the courts. So either way, I don't know. It's still tough to see what's going to happen. We got to really wait till next Tuesday, and guys, that's going to be a big day to find out what's going on with his suspension, to see how his appeal goes, and to see what his response to that appeal is. So next Tuesday, it's going to really hit the fan. Probably 2 days before our last preseason game. I think it's next Thursday against Houston. So guys, it's going to be really interesting to see how this all pans out. Let's see here. I don't have Snapchat, Wolf Rider. I'm sorry about that. Tobias, if appeal stays, the 6-game suspension, they will go to. I do think, as I said, I do think they're going to go to court. Steve Scoggins, I think he deserves 2 games. Yeah, exactly, 2 days. So 2 games. Yeah, I think 2 games is basically the basic suspension time for what he did that mid the NFL look, not as clean, I guess, when he pulled down that blouse. But again, guys, right or wrong, the woman did not file any charges. He didn't break the law. He just made the NFL kind of look worse. And again, they can suspend you for that. 2 games at most. Tobias, if Zeke gets suspended because of DV, he's only 1 mistake away from getting banned. That's what they threatened him with. Don't count on that 100%. I mean, there's other guys that kind of got to that point and have not got banned yet. So we'll see what happens. But they're definitely threatening him. We don't like to see that. Steve Scoggins, he can get down to 2 games. He should accept it. Exactly. I think he'll accept it. But I think you got to remember, for his brand, for his name, for his number. All the kids that wear number 21, my daughter, me, my fiance. When we're out there, we want to make sure, and he wants to make sure that he clears his name for the fans out there, guys. So I think if he gets 2 games, he wants to make the NFL. He would have probably forced to make the NFL come clean about it and just say, listen, this is mainly for the St. Patrick's Day thing, not for the domestic violence thing. And I don't think the NFL is going to say that. So I think he's going to go to court no matter what. That's my impression. But if he takes it and doesn't get the apology or whatever, then that's up to him. It kind of makes him look still a little guilty to the public, and that's why I kind of hope that if he's really not guilty, he'll take this all the way. But I know it's a tough choice for him. Even if he does take it all the way, it's bigger headaches that he could be going through before he gets past all of this stuff. So it'll be an interesting decision for him. Yeah, Wolf Rider, it's all good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know I don't have the Snapchat yet. We're probably going to set it up one day soon. So, well, once again, guys, hit like for this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I know most of you have. Myself, my fiance, my daughter, her son, not her son, but my fiance's son, we all appreciate you guys really, getting out there and really, hitting like and subscribing and enjoying to watch these streams with us. I am trying to just double check one thing, guys, and I'm probably going to be getting off here in a minute. I see about 12 or 13 of you guys. If you can, hit like, hit subscribe, and don't forget to join the fantasy football team. We got about 4 spots open last I checked. Let me see, guys. I'm just going to full screen this here. All right, so, guys, listen. 45-minute stream tonight. Much appreciated. Tomorrow, join me, myself, and my fiance for another episode, another update show with you guys, and a little bit of I guess a preview of Saturday's big time dress rehearsal matchup against the Oakland Raiders. It's going to be interesting, that game. I'm very excited about this game. This is probably the biggest game of the preseason. So guys, we're getting the hardest team as well in the preseason, which is great because they're going to have their starters in there playing a little more realistic than usual. We're going to have our starters in there, and again, I don't think I actually didn't finish the defense, did I? Which will probably be tomorrow. You'll see Scandrick, you'll see Anthony Brown. You're going to see Carroll out there as well tomorrow. Probably won't see any of the rookies. Maybe Xavier Woods is a safety in the second half. Maybe, guys. But you're going to see, Byron Jones, I think. Byron Jones starting out. Obviously, he'll be out there starting, but he plays very, very well. He's been playing fantastic in training camp and preseason. He intercepted Dak today. He ran it back 70 yards. So, he's very active, very aggressive, and very much willing to take on that team leadership role, guys. So look for Byron Jones, number 31, to do some damage this season. Maybe be a Pro Bowler if our defense can be midway or higher, I think. Hey, man, awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Good night, Wolf Rider. I know you just said you had school tomorrow, so get your sleep. It's good for you. Manuel Corona, love the show. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, guys. I love hearing that from you guys. I'm doing 2 drafts in the second at 7 p.m. It should be fun. I know. Actually, I'm doing a draft earlier in the day. That night, I'm doing one earlier in the evening. I'm doing a later one, probably around, again, East Coast time, going to be like 9:30 or something like that. Between 9 and 10 o'clock East Coast time. So hopefully your draft is over, Kevin Booth. Either way, I know what it is. I got to balance two or three drafts this next week here coming up. Buenas noches, Tobias. Thanks, everybody, for joining on here. Before you all drop off, again, guys, I think that our Jeff Heath will be back there tomorrow in our safeties role with Xavier Woods coming in with some Robert Blanton, with some Kevon Frazier. Our cornerbacks, you're going to see Seamster out there. You're going to see Duke Thomas. You're going to see Marquez White trying to regain, hopefully get back in the battle with Duke Thomas for maybe that last 53rd spot on the team. You never know. Big games, big players that are going to be big things are going to be decided this Saturday in the game against Oakland, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens, guys. So I hope you join us in 2 days, in 2 evenings actually from now. We'll be live streaming during the game for our reactions, our comments, etc., etc. Yes, go Cowboys, Wolf Rider. Keep pushing that in school, them Cowboys. And guys, again, I appreciate all the comments. It's at the same time, yeah. All the comments, all the posts, and after this is finished, you guys want to post any more questions? Definitely add it to the to the comments section. We'll be on tomorrow, and if you missed anything, guys, all the news and updates, just rewatch this. It's spread out. There's a lot of information here tonight, so it'll be a lot of stuff to kind of double check on. And hope you guys like it. Give me a like if you do. Join the fantasy football league if you can, if you want to. About 4 teams left, and subscribe if you haven't, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and as always, go Cowboys! Woohoo! Love it, baby. Ha! Take care, guys. Good night, and go Cowboys.